Dollhouse is our fourth Ibsen, and it's, I think every few seasons we return to this great playwright. And we want to look at his great plays, which there's so many of them. And they're so really radically different as well. Dollhouse, I think, is the first one where he really sets up the idea that he's going to defeat everything that had come before in the theater. As we look at the play, we have to find new ways to carry the power of the message, to explore as radically as Ibsen was doing when he wrote the play. So that's the real challenge in approaching a classic like this, is not to present it in a way that makes people feel safe and comfortable, but to make people feel the same excitement and thrill that they did when it was originally produced.
Now I am thrilled. There's just one last thing I want to do to make life perfect.
And what's that?
It's something I'm dying to say. But Torvald can hear.
Well, why can't you?
He wouldn't like it.
I think that what's important in this production is that we did not sort of go back to our view of what a classic is. We treated it as a new play. It's why there's a new adaptation. The language is very, very modern and contemporary.
It isn't him? No, never! Well, besides, he didn't have money back then. He got it later.
You know, you can view this play as sort of a quaint piece of history. And we want to make sure that when an audience comes in, they never have that opportunity. From the moment, actually, they enter the space and they see this beautiful, stark, white, gingerbread house, that they realize that things are not as they expect them to be. White is so easy to look perfect and then so easy to mess up. So we wanted to create a space that was ideal and then throughout the play could transform and reveal what was actually underneath it. So that has been very, very important for us, and looking at how the dollhouse becomes a prison as much as a perfect environment.
But silly Nora isn't as silly as you think.
Nora is, I think, one of the greatest roles ever written for a female. It is an extraordinary role, and she's been a role that actresses have longed to play. The impact of this play on the early women's rights movement is so powerful. And in fact, in Chinese, one of the words for feminism is Noraism. So this is, when people say that this play includes a door slam heard around the world, it was. This play has had impact all across the world.
Oh, my poor Nora, do you think I can't forgive you? I have. I've forgiven everything. It
is definitely a play that demands that women be treated as equals. But at the same time, it is a play that demands that each of us has the right to be heard. And that, I think, goes to a spiritual revolution, which is what Ibsen was always arguing for, a spiritual revolution.